Hi everyone, thank you so much for your time today and for letting me jump into your conference to present a little bit about Brandwatch consumer research. I'm just going to give you a super quick overview of the company as a whole, what our journey has been, and some of our product suites, and then I'm going to hand over to a colleague of mine to take you through the platform in a little bit more detail. So, as I said, a quick introduction, a little bit about Brandwatch, about our consumer intelligence product suite. So this is a term that we coined about a year ago following our merger with Crimson Hexagon, which I will go on into a bit more detail shortly. And then we will have a look at our platform, how it works. And I believe there is also a Q&A at the end of this too. So to introduce ourselves today, so you know who we are, my name is Alex Parsons. I'm Director of Agency Accounts for EMEA. I am based in what is actually quite a sunny Brighton today, by the seaside in the UK. Apologies if you hear some seagulls in the background. They're out in force today. And I've been at Brandwatch for 2 years, having worked in agencies for 10 years before that. So a mix of PR, marketing, and events agencies, and then joined as director in May 2018. I am joined today by Rob Smith, so one of my members of the team here in Brighton as well. He is one of our senior account managers, also has an agency background, which we find is extremely useful for working with all of our agencies. It's good to have an insight into their ways of working and a bit of sort of background to the information flow through agencies and how we can best support that. Rob will go into the platform in a bit more detail, and I'll just take you through a quick overview. So for those of you who don't know us, Brandwatch was founded in 2006 by Giles Palmer, our current CEO. We have over 500 employees across the globe and work out of 10 different offices at the moment. So a truly global presence. Obviously, most of us are working remotely, although I hope that isn't forever and that we're back in offices quite soon. And we have over 5,000 customers who use our various kind of product suites across the board. Our mission statement, as it were, is to bring structure and meaning to the voices of billions of people. So our journey over the past few years has been from a social listening standpoint all the way through to what we're now calling digital consumer intelligence. So really trying to pull in as much online data as we possibly can to really get a clear understanding of what our customers are talking about, what the world is talking about, and then start to bring that using our analysis and segmentation tools, give that some meaning and a clear actionable insights. I want to kind of cover this topic early on. For those who do know Brandwatch, you will no doubt have seen some news in the past few months that we have been acquired by Cision. Cision are a global company. This happened very early this year, and we're still going through lots of paperwork and planning at the moment, so there's not a huge amount to update you on. But Cision historically are born out of the PR and newswire world, so we're really excited by this union. We think that it's going to bring even more access to data into our platforms. So I think we're going to be a much more 360 service for our customers. It's a very much an acquisition based on growth. So they're investing in Brandwatch and the platform. We are growing, we are innovating, and we're really excited about what's ahead. But as I say, not a huge amount to update you on at the moment, but there will be, keep an eye on our website and press releases, and there will be updates over the next few months in terms of what direction we're taking. The next point is, I like to put this in all our presentations because I'm extremely proud of this fact, but yes, we were ranked the #1 sector leaders in the Forrester Wave report, which came out in November last year. We worked really, really hard over the past 2 years. So you would have heard me say that we merged with our main competitor in the market, Crimson Hexagon, in 2018. We spent a year integrating our two systems. So essentially, we have taken the back end of Crimson Hexagon, so all of the data archives, some of their machine learning, and we've plugged that into the Brandwatch front end. So you have the Brandwatch UI and ability to segment, create as many dashboards as you want to, download PowerPoints that you would be familiar with if you've seen our platform before. As part of this, we then, really boosted our engineering team and had quite an aggressive roadmap, and we've been innovating ever since. So having this accolade was huge for us. We were really excited to get it, and just sets us out ahead of our competitors for the next 2 years. And it's not going to stop there. We're really innovating. And as I said, the Cision acquisition has brought in more investment so that we can continue that path as well. So I've been talking a lot about digital consumer intelligence. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what that is. Essentially, it's, as I said, we've been on the journey from social listening, which was, sort of light touch understanding, mostly used by PR marketing agencies and companies and teams. But with the influx of more analytics tools, we were able to dig a bit deeper into conversation. Now, today, we really strive to be somewhere which pulls together as much data as possible, all into one place so that you can analyze it alongside your typical social media listening and blogs, news, and forums. So we have launched very recently the ability to upload third-party data into the platforms. Anything that is text-based, you can upload into Brandwatch Consumer Research and then analyze that alongside all other online conversation to make sure that this isn't just sat there and not doing anything and just looking pretty in graphs. We're also focusing very heavily on our reporting capabilities and how do we take all this analysis and create actionable insights and share that with decision makers at the end of it. So we have tools like Visio Reporting, which plugs into our BCR platform and creates sort of live I would say PowerPoint presentations, but they're much prettier, great visualizations, and that can be shared across a company and actually really get those insights into the inboxes of people who need them and can make the decisions. So a lot of work has been going into this, and so you will hear us using the term digital consumer intelligence, or DCI for short, a bit more often through this presentation. But essentially it just covers the suite of tools that we currently have. So we have BCR, Brandwatch Consumer Research, which we'll be focusing on today, Audiences, which is focused on more sort of the people, the granular, the demographics, Visio, as I've just discussed, and then BuzzSumo, which is a content platform as well. But for today, we'll focus on BCR. Quick overview of what it is. We have the most data in the industry now with that merger with Crimson Hexagon and the ability to upload data, and our partnerships with a number of different networks. We are bringing in the most data across the market. We have AI assistance in the platform to help detect peak detections, to kind of make your journey through the platform a bit faster and much faster speed to insights. And we work with our agencies as much as we can. We are a global team. We work with the 6 biggest network agencies across the world, and we support them in any of their objectives. And you'll always have a CSM to support you with this as well. So we are always on. There's always support if you need it. As I said, we are the world's leading social listening platform, or digital consumer intelligence platform. We are bringing in data every single day. So there's a real, it's a live beast. There's always data coming in. I think we bring in millions of mentions every day. So it's definitely something, and it's global coverage. So we cover languages. We have teams across the world as well to help translate and support you within the platform as well, but also powered by that AI and machine learning. Quick overview, as I said earlier, that we do have the full fire hose for Twitter, Reddit, Tumblr, Mumsnet. We have partnerships with Facebook, Twitter. We work really closely with all of the main blog sites as well. So And we have our own proprietary data crawlers as well. So if there is anything that isn't covered on the platform, we can look to crawl those sites as well. Obviously, if they're behind a paywall, we would need you to have something like a LexisNexis subscription, but anything that isn't, we can add to our crawlers. Quick flick through some of our social network sources. Many of them are very familiar. News sources, as I said, we also have a partnership with LexisNexis. We now also have a partnership with Kinetic, which is a TV data service. So pulling in paid and earned TV data into the platform. Any blogs, I mean, this is just a really quick screenshot of all the blogs that we have. As I said, you can always add your own to this as well. And finally, you've just listened to me talk for 5 or so minutes. What does this mean for our agencies? You know, what can all of this data support? What use cases do we support? And it's a really broad range of use cases. So the typical crisis management, we work with a lot of PR agencies to make sure that they are getting the information as quickly as they possibly need to stay on top of any potential crises. Brand management, you know, we have some of the biggest brands on our books using Brandwatch, which is really exciting. So a lot of competitor analysis within that too. But from an agency's perspective, influencer marketing, that's only becoming a stronger use case for us with the data that we are now putting in, and with the use of BuzzSumo and audiences. And then, of course, customer experience, content strategy, and you know the rest. But that's enough from me. I hope that gives you a quick overview of Brandwatch, and I'd like to hand this over now to Rob Smith, who will take you through BCR in a bit more detail and some more specific use cases and tools that we think agencies really are enjoying at the moment. So thanks for your time, and enjoy the rest of the day, and I hope to speak to you all soon.